President Donald Trump pleads not guilty to new charges involving classified documents found at Mar-a-Lago. The GOP frontrunner faces a total of 40 felony counts in Florida.
And that is just part of his legal problem.
Bad, sick people.
But that was your too, so against you.
Well, it started right at the
Like when Millie's talking about, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in.
Listen, I've been following Donald Trump's legal troubles for a long time now. But what reportedly happened inside that Florida courtroom today felt completely different. Former President Donald Trump pleaded not guilty to 40 new felony charges connected to classified documents at Mar-a-Lago. Trump says he did nothing illegal. But prosecutors revealed what they called a shocking piece of evidence, a hidden surveillance recording that they say caught him directly in the act. The moment the tape was played in court, the room reportedly went totally silent. No interruptions, no dramatic reactions, just the sound of Trump's own voice playing through the courtroom. According to prosecutors, that recording may end up becoming one of the biggest pieces of evidence in the entire case. And honestly, what people heard left many stunned. If you're tired of all the political noise and just want the story explained in a simple and direct way, go ahead and hit that like button. And now I really want to hear what you think in the comments. Do you believe this is finally the moment when Trump's legal problems start falling apart around him? Or do you see the situation completely differently? I'm checking out every comment, and I want this to be a real conversation.
As of right now, the former president is facing criminal charges in 3 different jurisdictions and may soon be charged in a 4th. Now, Trump was not in court this morning, but we did see both accused co-conspirators in this case. Now, in this updated indictment, prosecutors claim Trump and 2 staffers tried to destroy security camera video before investigators could get it. Trump's lawyers pleaded not guilty for him this morning, and his personal aide, Walt Nauta, pleaded not guilty also.
Okay, now let's get right into the details. Donald Trump is currently dealing with criminal charges in 3 separate places, and reports say a 4th case could still be coming soon. He reportedly did not appear in court this morning himself, but several people connected to him did show up. Prosecutors claim that Trump and members of his staff attempted to destroy security camera footage before federal investigators could get access to it. His attorneys entered a not guilty plea on his behalf, and his longtime aide, Walt Nauta, also pleaded not guilty. And let's be honest here, prosecutors are treating this as much more serious than an ordinary legal case. They are accusing a former president of trying to remove or erase evidence while already under federal investigation. The man who often spoke publicly about law and order is now reportedly fighting to protect his own future in court. If you enjoy these kinds of straightforward breakdowns that try to explain complicated stories in a simple way, make sure you subscribe to US Focus today. Also tap the bell notification so you don't miss the next update, because this story is clearly far from finished.
Former U.S. President Donald Trump says he did nothing wrong after new charges in the investigation into his retention of classified documents. Prosecutors accuse him of attempting to destroy evidence. They allege that he asked a maintenance worker to delete security camera video, but Trump says that he handed over the tapes to investigators. Trump has already pleaded not guilty to 37 other charges in this case.
What prosecutors played in court today is being described as a major turning point in the case. On February 14, 2026, Judge Arthur Engoron reportedly allowed surveillance footage to be shown openly in court, footage that prosecutors claimed Trump's team had tried very hard to keep hidden. According to the prosecution, the video appears to show Trump instructing staff members to delete security footage and remove evidence shortly after subpoenas had been issued. Trump still insists he cooperated and turned over the requested material, but many inside the courtroom reportedly were not convinced. Witnesses described nearly 45 seconds of complete silence after the footage played. Nobody spoke. No attorney interrupted. No objections were raised. People simply sat there listening as the recording ended. Prosecutors argue the footage shows a former president allegedly trying to get rid of evidence while under investigation. They say this was not political spin or media hype, but what they believe is direct evidence.
I want to cross to Kristen Tate in a moment, but first I want to show a new video that's been revealed as part of the Epstein files release. It's showing the convicted sex offender chasing two women around the kitchen of his island home. Pretty strange stuff. We don't know who the girls are or how old they are. All that has been blocked out, as you can see on this video. I guess we'll all learn more about it eventually.
According to prosecutors, the video shown in court could become extremely damaging for Trump's defense. They say the footage was recorded only hours after federal subpoenas demanded that all possible evidence be preserved. Yet prosecutors claim the video appears to show Trump instructing Walt Nauta to remove servers, erase files, and make security recordings disappear. Prosecutors argue these were not unclear comments or casual suggestions, but direct instructions. They also claim the timing makes the situation even more serious. Around the same period, attention surrounding the Epstein files was growing, and prosecutors reportedly believe the servers Trump allegedly wanted erased may have included records connected both to the classified documents investigation and possible Epstein-related material. Prosecutors are describing this as a real-time obstruction case involving a former president. They argue that no public statement or denial can erase what was allegedly captured on camera. And according to newly discussed documents, Susie Wiles has now become another major figure connected to the case. She is not just another employee around Trump. She has reportedly worked closely with him for years, helped run his 2024 campaign, and now serves as White House Chief of Staff. Many people have described her as one of the most trusted people in Trump's inner circle. But now, prosecutors reportedly believe her name and statements could end up creating serious legal problems for him. Newly released documents from March 2026 reportedly state that Wiles was aboard Trump's private plane when prosecutors claim he displayed a highly classified military map, a document that supposedly only a very small number of government officials were allowed to see. Prosecutors say she witnessed the moment herself, and prosecutors believe the surveillance footage ties directly into that situation. According to their argument, the same servers Trump allegedly wanted destroyed contained records that may have connected the classified documents investigation with the Epstein files. Wiles has also reportedly acknowledged publicly that she reviewed parts of the Epstein file. In a Vanity Fair interview, she reportedly confirmed that Trump's name appeared in the files and that he had flown on Epstein's plane. She reportedly tried to reduce the seriousness of those details, saying he was not involved in anything terrible. But critics argue that the comments still cause damage. Prosecutors now reportedly see one of Trump's closest allies as someone connecting multiple investigations together. When people look at the timeline, prosecutors argue the sequence appears troubling. Trump reportedly received subpoenas ordering evidence to be protected. Then, only hours later, prosecutors claim he was caught on surveillance footage instructing Nauta to erase material. At the same time, Wiles reportedly already knew about classified material and Epstein-related records that prosecutors believe may have been stored on those same servers. Prosecutors say this was not random coincidence, but evidence of panic inside Trump's inner circle. According to their argument, the people closest to Trump are now unintentionally helping strengthen the obstruction case against him. For years, Trump has often praised the loyalty of the people around him. But critics now argue that loyalty may actually be creating bigger legal risks. When someone as trusted as Wiles becomes connected to both the classified documents investigation and Epstein-related questions, prosecutors believe her role becomes extremely important. According to critics, the Mar-a-Lago surveillance footage was not simply a moment of panic, but an attempt to remove material that people close to Trump had already seen themselves. And many observers believe that reveals just how pressured and isolated Trump may currently feel. Supporters and critics alike are now saying this could be the point where Trump's legal problems begin collapsing from inside his own inner circle. Susie Wiles is not a low-level assistant or random staff member. She reportedly helped manage Trump's campaigns for years and became one of the most powerful people around him. Trump himself has often publicly praised her loyalty. But according to the newly unsealed documents released in March 2026 by the Department of Justice and the House Judiciary Committee, Wiles was allegedly present when Trump displayed a highly classified military map on his private aircraft. Prosecutors claimed the document was so restricted that only a handful of top government officials were authorized to view it. They argue Wiles personally witnessed the event. And of course, I really want to hear your opinion in the comments below. Thank you for spending your time with us today. In a world full of non-stop political noise and endless spin, we'll continue trying to explain these stories calmly, clearly, and directly. This is U.S. Focus Today, where the truth still matters. I'll see you in the next one.